So apparently they had delayed me for the rush hour. Because when I was going to, if I arrived here a little earlier, I wouldn't have met the rush hour. So they kept me, when I got here, but there wasn't no stampede like this. So they delayed me on the train. So that there'll be a stampede. Excuse me please. Hello, give me space, I don't want to bump into anybody. Give me space. It's like a sexual harassment. The person trying to cause it to stampede me in the bathroom. So you just want to drive me crazy. I said, no, I don't like that. I don't like it to happen. You know, to make you look like my luggage is the problem, they have to kill me. You know, so I don't know who issued the order, but they have the Aliens Enemy Act. And even before they introduced that law, I was criticizing Trump, and all of a sudden they told me my father died the same year. They were threatening me here in Brooklyn, here in New York City. A policewoman told me, so you have to go back to where you came from. It's not your home. I was like, excuse me? You know, and soon after that, they told me my father had died in Nigeria. He used to go to a doctor for so many years to get injection and for his back pain, and he was managing his back pain well, and all of a sudden the doctor gave him that injection in 2019, and he couldn't. My father fell into a coma. And I had an altercation with Trump before. I used to be in his hotel in Taj Mahal, New Jersey. And they kicked me out of his hotel. I was gambling there. They told me they don't want people like me in this hotel. So I recorded them. I said, well, I was going to sue Trump immediately. You know, filed for bankruptcy and closed down the hotel, so I won't be able to get no money. So I came back to New York. I told every governor that I need his help for my court papers, and every governor said it was going to help me. Then within a few weeks after I said it was going to help me stand on the same place where I spoke to him last, on Bay Street and Victor Boulevard, the police accosted him and choked him dead. Then soon after that, after Uganda was killed, somebody lured me to go and stand in front of Trump's house on 5th Avenue. Said they're serving food. They said the Christian church is serving food. A charity. So I went to stand in front of Trump's house with my luggage. And Trump came soon after that in the back of his SUV. His driver was driving it, and they were trying to hit me with his SUV. And people were telling me that's Trump in the backseat of the car. I saw him also in the backseat of the car. Yeah, and I'm under FBI surveillance since I came into the country 25 years ago. The immigration arrested my JFK under some lie. I confiscated my green card visa called I-551 visa. Said children are not allowed in America. The immigration lied that children are not allowed in America with their parents. And my mother had to pay like $15,000 to different lawyers. And it took 8 years to get my green card back. You know. So I've been under FBI surveillance since then. So now that Trump is president again, in 2019 they were trying to get me to leave. At that time it wasn't really deporting green card holders, but they were claiming they accidentally arrested people with green cards, you know, and they put them in prison and disappeared them. You know, so I had a green card. I always had my green card with me. So they were trying to lure me to leave the country. All of a sudden they told me my father's dead. I should go to Nigeria to bury him. You know, and I didn't have enough money, so I told them to wait. And I'm coming to bury him. The people in Nigeria buried my father behind my back. Then when they started leaving, the police came and arrested me. Where a police woman, Trump's wife is police, another police woman was sent to be taunting him before he had to go back where he came from. You know, and soon after that, my father died. So after Trump tried to hit me with his car in Manhattan, he went to ambush to shoot somebody from Manhattan, and they would get away with it. Soon after that, he became US president. And they said my father used to go get injections. I was trying to sue Trump then. They said my father used to go get injections, and they gave him a fatal injection, and he went to coma and died. So like this Trump tried, I could shoot somebody from Manhattan and get away with it. My father was dead. We're gonna try to help me, he's dead. And he became US president. They say NYPD commissioner convinced him to run for presidency. And people are alleging the Russians was that helped them rig the computer. You know, and now it's back again. And everywhere I go, they're sending the police. And it's now invoking the Alien Enemy Act. So I guess the test is supremacy powers. That there are special laws in this country that will help the white male engage in a genocide and kill people. So I think this is just to test its supremacy power. This is not by any emergency. It's inflating emergency. My mother's daughters also joined in and killed my mother's friend maintenance owner. My mother was addressed for acting weird. This was 2015, even before Trump became president. So I believe that, my mother said her daughter Bolani and Flora, especially that Bolani was moving with a bad gang and they were into insurance fraud for money. They were trying to kill my mother early for human transfer. So I'm doing what to focus on. Don't focus on any other person. So, so they're killing the senior citizen. My mother is dead. My father is dead. And we're going to try to help is dead. And since this Trump invoked Alien Enemy Act, I've been noticing police have been trying to arrest me. Some of the ferry workers in this bathroom, they've been doing their hand like this, like it's white supremacy. Every time I try to use the bathroom, and anytime I come here, they've been calling the police in the bathroom. I was trying to get here early to avoid the afternoon rush, and they took my train stopped in Manhattan. They took my train to Bronx, and they told everybody to get off. So we're coming back to Manhattan, so let's get off at 125th Street, and the train conductor didn't say nothing. I said everything on Sunday, just trying to get people out. I was asleep. I was out of sleep, so I didn't really understand what he meant by that. And he drove the train away, and they delayed my train from coming back. The next train was delayed also. Kept stopping and forcing for a long time. So this is what is going on. It's like they're just trying to get me angry and kill me, and just claim immunity. Even if they find out I've purposely killed me, they can just claim I'm a burden. I'm hitting people with my cards, and I'm a danger, and they have to kill me in defense of America. So they're trying to set me up. So America is not saying she shall cancel this walkout. They're using foreigners as a human shield to get away from their crime. Just because this Trump doesn't want to pay for the embarrassment I received in his hotel room, like 13 years ago, and he's now, he has now want to acquire more power and become president. From his hotel, I was staying I was going to his hotel to gamble in New Jersey, Taj Mahal. And his staff were rude, and they told me to leave because I normally use the public bathroom there. I have diarrhea. And after I went to use the bathroom, they told me to leave. So I recorded them. I told them I was going to sue them and Trump. There's discrimination because I was a registered, customer of the hotel. And I said civil rights law applies to me. So, yes. So he's using his powers, his connections, which is former lawyer Cohen. They used to engage in crime together, but that one was arrested. And since then, the snitch said Trump is well connected in his country and has many backers, in the police force and stuff all over America. So they're just looking for ways to manipulate the law. So this Alien Enemy Act will just be, it's going after a personal vendetta against his personal enemy. People that want to sue him like me. And people can just kill us for fun and protect his own pockets. But if wrong's a deed. So the Supreme Court needs to be aware about this because it's inflating the threat, people of the world pose against them by say anybody that comes as an alien invader. This is why it's using the most laws that are used during World Wars and stuff, during military attacks against this country. And even though there's a refugee act, the U.S. Refugee Act signed, I believe, in 1981, which says immigrants can come here without visas. So it's the U.S. government inviting immigrants, to come here for asylum, and to now turn it upside down and claim these immigrants are invaders. When in fact, because of the COVID, a lot of people are coming here to apply for asylum. And they said the population here is aging, and they need more young workers, because this one of the few countries that quickly recovered from COVID, because Biden was introduced stimulus checks. They were giving people money, poverty alleviation payment, and this helped this economy bounce back quicker. The other countries are scared to give people money for poverty alleviation, and the economy couldn't quickly recover. you know, but this country has leverage because the whole world uses the dollar, so they can afford to print more dollars. You know, because if your money is in high demand, the laws of demand and supply means you can afford to give out more, you can afford to print more money without it resulting in inflation, because there's always going to be people that will acquire that money. A lot of international trade is done in the US dollar. So the more dollar available, the more people all over the world will acquire it. So they use that to their advantage to give people poverty alleviation checks called COVID checks, like $3,000, and that helped boost consumer spending. So this country will recover from COVID faster. So this is why a lot of the poorer countries and the migrants are coming here, because the poverty and the COVID cause a lot of people to be poor in their countries and for them to not be able to survive. You know, so this is good.